Okay, so another question regarding our minhag in how to light the Ner Chanukah is when to say the beracha of sheasa nissim la'avotenu bayamim ha'em bazman hazeh. Of course, we say le'adlik ner Chanukah. The original minhag was to say le'adlik ner shel Chanukah. It evolved that many rabbanim said le'adlik ner Chanukah because according to Kabbalah, nachal is an important inyan. If you hear a recording from Baba Sali, how he said the beracha, he said le'adlik ner Chanukah. I think Rabbi Yeshua Maman also, I heard a recording that way. But that's a birkat a mitzvot, and that's over la'asiyatan. The Keter Shem Tov, which was a sefer from a Rav in London, Rav Gagin, a very reputable sefer on minhagim, way back, he writes that the minhag of Mitzrayim, Eretz Yisrael, Morocco, and other countries is to say the first beracha, le'adlik ner Chanukah, to light, and then to say the beracha sheasa nissim la'avotenu bayamim ha'em bazman hazeh. He says le'adlik ner Chanukah, and then you light, and then you say sheasa nissim la'avotenu bayamim ha'em bazman hazeh. Rabbi Shalom Mesas was asked whether that is the minhag. He says, I don't know what the minhag is, but I know in my father's house they didn't do that. They said both berachot and then they lit. They said both berachot and then they lit. And I saw, once again, recordings of Rabbi Yeshua Maman or Baba Sali. They would say the berachot and then they would light. Baba Sali, I'm not sure, it was audio. I can't say Baba Sali, I saw it. But Rabbi Yeshua Maman, for sure, I saw that way. So the question is, is there such a minhag? So I actually asked a bunch of people, and they said yes. By their parents, they would light. They would say the beracha le'adlik. They would light and then continue sheasa nissim la'avotenu bayamim bazman hazeh. I saw in the sefer of Rav Meir Atiyah, Machzor Avotenu, Shmil Shulchan Avotenu, that he brings. Yes, there were those who were noeg that way. Sefer Divrei Shalom ve'emet of Rav Toledano also brings. There are those who were noeg that way. And they all bring this Keter Shem Tov. I didn't find another source. And in the Sefer Magen Avot, I bring this as an opinion as well. And the question is, does this opinion have what to rely on? So the answer is, you better believe it as what to rely on. First of all, the Ritva brings two opinions. Some said the beracha sheasa nissim la'avotenu and then lit, and some, because it's a birkat hashevach, would light and then it's like birkat haro'eh. Sheasa nissim doesn't have to be beforehand. Ve'araya, if you're a ro'eh ner Chanukah and you see the nerot, you can make the beracha sheasa nissim la'avotenu bayamim bazman hazeh. So here you have a clear machloket rishonim. Rabbi Yaakov Hillel in his Shelot Utshuvot Vayashev Yam has a chelek aleph, has a teshuvah. He brings that the Rashash was of the opinion that you should light le'adlik ner Chanukah, because when you say the bracha, you light ner Chanukah, you get the tselem, you get a full tselem elokim. And when you say the bracha, you have the lamed mem, and when you light, you get the tzadi. So there shouldn't be an interruption. So he says you should make the bracha le'adlik ner Chanukah, you should light, and then you say bracha sheasa nissim la'avotenu bayamim bazman hazeh. And Rav Yaakov Hillel is matzdiked according to this opinion of the Ritva. And there's other Rishonim as well. There's Shibboleh Aleket. I forget, there's a few more Rishonim that way as well. Ben Ishchai does not write like the Rashash. He says to do all the brachot beforehand. So what I tell people is, if you don't know what your minhag is, you should do like what most people, sheasa nissim and le'adlik Chanukah, which is mashma like that for Maran, before the hadlaka. But if somebody has a clear minhag that they light and then they keep on going, and then they say sheasa nissim while they're lighting, yesh lehem al ma lismoch. Some people say you shouldn't do that because you're doing melacha while you are lighting. So it could be that a melacha kala kazu, it's not very involved melacha, it's a light melacha. That's not a problem of being osek in something else. So that is in regards to when to say the beracha sheasa nissim la'avotenu according to minhag Morocco. If you don't know your minhag, you should do it beforehand. But if you have a clear minhag to light and then to say sheasa nissim while you're going, yesh al ma lismoch. There's not only a smach in the Rishonim, but also you have the Rashash in Kabbalah. Also says that's the proper way to be noheg, and definitely there's what to rely on over there. Chazak u'baruch.